What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Trojans will put it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Toss sweep to the right. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Grab behind the line. It's Burks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Makes a grab past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's up. And he's brought down after a nice game. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot, the transfer portal. He's bringing a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mateer. Fires left. It's caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown Sooners.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Here's a return from the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air, it's Ncaa. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. That's reeled in, it's Thomas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Caught behind the line, it's Thomas. A defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Now on first down from the 40. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Just the ability to... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Makes the catch.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know.
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the foot.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Creates a little room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Gonna take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quickly complete. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. A third down try for the offense. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Going up top again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Ncaa. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And there's finally a bright spot to this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a different...
Oh, what vision. And he loses the football. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Fires one high and deep. Complete to the right. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Sanders.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Rush is on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Mateer. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking left. He makes a catch. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Again, no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he's got it inside the 20.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Trojans want to crank the tempo. Punts it out of the air. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And right down the middle. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Steps away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quick completion on the out. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Here we go. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ncaa. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Just keep slinging it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The Trojans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Does the short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll let it go to the left. He's got it for a big play. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the right. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Looking for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, And this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things they can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a grab on the shot. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Ncaa. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guy.
And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Important in the pass passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Lane. Tackled there by the defense.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. You can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open...
A lot of room to the right. Pass the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.